Welcome back to another My Two Good Hands. Hey, we're in the basement. We're working on this 3-season porch. So we have a screen-in porch. You probably have a screen-in porch. If you want to make it 3 seasons where you can be out there in the cooler weather and be warmer, you need to enclose it. So we showed you our stuff. We'll show you what we did. We bought this clear Isinglass. There you go. You can see the reflection. And now what we're going to do is we're going to finish the edges. So what we're going to do is put an edge binding on it. So we're going to set up, show you how to do that. Stay tuned, like and subscribe, post notifications on. Amazon links below to shop. That's where we got all our supplies. So you check it out and support the channel by shopping Amazon. Even if you don't use those links to buy something, use those links to go into Amazon. It still helps support the channel. Thank you very much. So part of working on our 3-season porch is to put canvas up where the screen is, so you can roll canvas up and down. And this roll that you can see here that we bought, 40 yards at 20 thousandths thick, extremely heavy. So I built this rack so that I can pull it out. So now when we go to do it, I can grab it here and you can pull this out and unroll it. So that works well. And we've got our tools to mark on it, and you can go see a canvas video on how we did our markings. And then we're also using this knife, which there's another video on this. This knife is actually for slitting paperback, but works excellent on this clear 20 thousandths thick vinyl. So it's perfect. And again, if you go look at my wrapping videos, you'll see how that works. Here we're cutting the whole thing, but there you can cut just the paper. So we're measuring it out, and we put a pipe through it and what have you. So don't forget to like and subscribe. So we've got our piece of plastic. I know it's hard to see. We've got edge binding tape. We will give you the link to it. Edge binding tape, it is a 2-sided tape that helps you put stuff together to sew. We also put on a roll here. Oh, the pipe fell out. But we also built this this little block of wood here, where we put this in here and lay our edge binding on there so we could peel it off. So it comes off the roll nice. Now, one of the downsides we found with this is we bought a device where you lay this into it, an edge binder, and it works really well on my marine fabric, but it didn't want to work really good on this thin fabric. It wants a bunch of little. So we're going to elect to put the basting tape on and put it down by hand. So we're going to take this and put it down on the end of the table here, because that's where we're going to pull it from. And I know you can't see that. It's all the way down on the end of the table. We're going to use a quick clamp to hold it down. Whoa, that didn't work well. Here we go. So that's down there. That way we can bring this out. And when we bring this out, we can open it up like this. And first thing we want to do is cut this real square at the end. So we're going to cut this very square here. We're not going to use the hot knife to do this. Normally we'd use a hot knife and it'd seal that, but what we're going to do is we're going to fold this over itself just a little bit on the end, like this. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in here and we're going to put basting tape on the one side. We're going to put on the top side, the underside. The sewing machine foot will pull real nice. Oh, this tape is easy to use. We can just kind of bring it out here. See, that's going to go that way, so it's going to be this side we want to put it on. And we're going to bring this up to the end here. And we're just going to start putting this down this, and we'll make a pretty long stretch here. And the key here is to just make sure that the tape is far enough away from the edge so that we can not see it. What we did was we put that on top of our spit down there so the two play out now together. It fell off, so we'll have to put that underneath it, I guess. Downside is now we got twists in it. Okay, there we go. Twist through. When we put this on, what we're going to do is slide it underneath. And you can see you have a seam here, a fold in it. You start sliding it in right up to the fold so it's nice and snug. And then you put this down. Now what we want to do is we want to come a little bit past. And we'll tell you why we're coming a little bit past. Because what we're going to do is we're going to take a little of this here and attach it. And that'll be down. We're going to take this edge and we are going to fold it over on itself like this. So if we take this, we fold this in. We do the same on this side. We fold this in. Now it'll be folded, and that way you don't have the cut edge showing at all. And now we can just continue to run this up like this. Make sure you put your hand down here. Make sure you roll this up. So we're rolling this up snug, and then we pull a little of this, and we can push this down. And we're just going to continue this along like this. It's going to take a while. It isn't going to be a real fast process. We won't show you the whole thing. We'll bring you back when we get to the point where we're going to start sewing. But again, we can just push that in there and put this down on. And that'll hold it. You can see how this now holds this in place so we can easily sew it. We're going to bring you back for that. Okay, so welcome back. You're on the back side of the sewing machine here. We got our table set up. We are going to start feeding this. This is where we made our first joint right here. So we're going to turn this over so that the non-edge bound side is up. We are going to come into this corner right here. This corner is where we need to start. We're going to put this into the sewing machine here, right on the edge. Bring that down. We're going to do a couple stitches by hand here, because what we want to do is lock this stitch. We'll do a little bit of reversing here, and it's key to bring it all the way up to the edge. All right, and the next thing we have to do here is we want to sew this edge so it doesn't open up. So a couple ways we can do that. The easiest way is to bring it around that way. So we are going to take this piece and bring it around this way. We'll move the foot up while it's buried. Now we can come forward here and get some stitching done towards the end here. This will close our end up. And then we'll go back again here. Back stitch this. And you have to be careful. This wants to stick to the sewing machine sometimes, so it won't want to necessarily go all the way. And you can see how we have a little trouble sometimes getting the needle through if it doesn't move quite right. And one of the problems you have to watch for is when you do a lot of back stitching like that, sometimes you can get this tangled. And we may have it tangled here, but we'll see in a minute. Got a little bit of a hook here. Let's see what we did here. No, we're not through there. Okay. What happened was we've got had a little problem here where this one thread that's supposed to go up through here somehow got tangled down into this other piece. So we've got to get that out. That's going to be relatively hard to get through there. So I don't know how we got that through there, but apparently the thread must have been loose, must have accidentally got it looped through the wrong spot. We'll fix it. Okay, so we're back. The thread is untangled, so now we can continue to reverse here. We hope we didn't get it tangled underneath. Looks like it's gonna work. And once we get where we want to be, put this back and forward. We're going to put this clip back on this corner, bring this around this way. And now we have the loose piece on top here and the basted piece down below. So we need to make sure this is pushed up as we go. Put our foot down and we'll get ready to try to do some power stitch here. Now, that work. Okay. Whenever you stop, you want to do that. You can see how we're getting caught back here in the table. Once we're across the bump, we should be okay. We've got some stuff on our table up here. We've got to go move. So we're going to go move that, and then I'll be right back. You can see how nice that stitch looks. Both sides look really nice. And you want to push this, make sure it's pushed in all the time. And when we get close to the end here, we just stop, take our clip out of the way. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit by hand here, right in the corner. We have to lift the foot up, turn this on a little bit of an angle here. Now, before we do that, it's good to look at the back side to see where that one is. We see where that one is, so we should be okay here. Come down this way. And we're going to back out of here. Then we'll lift our foot with our needle buried and bring this back around this way so that we can continue on. Again, making sure we push this up as we go. Oh, we didn't have that in the right direction. We may have boogered our thread a little now. Okay. And we'll bury that in there again. To take this off, you can see this one has a little different configuration, but that's all right. Again, we're going to do this piece by hand where we bring it up to where we're sewed into there. We're going to kind of lift the foot and turn this. We'll flip this back over itself some, and we'll turn this so we can, again, continue on by hand here. And we're just sewing this fold here up to the corner. And we'll go backwards, get us back out to our spot where we were. There. Now we will bring this back around this way for our next stitch this direction. And you can see you've got a little bit of a wrinkle right here, so that's why you got to make sure you keep this pushed up. This will shrink and you won't see it later. stop there. We're getting a little bit, we're going under the table there. Next clip, take the clip off. This one we folded a little different. Let's see if we like this one. So this here, we have to, again, do this by hand. More stitch. And lift up on the foot and turn this around this side a little bit here. You can see that we have to bring this around, kind of like this. Yeah, I don't care for the way we did this corner. This one's harder to work with. We'll get this done. Not do another one this way. And we'll bring it back this way, because we have to get back to this corner here. We can fold this back out, lift this up, kind of get it turned so we're pointing back at the corner. Yeah, this one ends up with more stitching, so we'll fold the other ones on the diamond like we did the other one. Again, we'll have to tuck this in and trying to see where we are with our folds here. Make sure there's a wrinkle in the plastic underneath, so that's why that looks like that. Hit a iron out. Now, as we get to the end here, we're going to stop. We're going to make sure we trim off any loose threads here, because we don't want them caught in the stitch. And now we're going to sew this one up to the corner. And we're going to reverse this, blocking our stitch. Back the other way. Bring this away. Cut our loose thread. I like to tuck my threads through this little seam here. There we go. So there you go. You got one piece nicely edge bound there. Don't forget, like and subscribe to My Two Good Hands. I got 14 more of these to do. We won't show you the rest. I'll show you up close here what the stitch looks like so you can get an idea. You can see how that looks up close there on both sides. So don't forget, like and subscribe to My Two Good Hands. We'll save you money. This is our 3 Seasons porch. Stay tuned. We're going to show you how we're going to put the fasteners on here, how we're going to put them up on the porch. We do have some rebuild to do on some of the wood. We'll get some video of that. Like and subscribe. Post notifications on. Amazon links to shop. Help support the channel. Thank you very much.